obviously not lose it. This one we can just... Ooh, there's an O-ring on there. Okay, I did not remember that. I have to be careful. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. So today we are going to be getting ready for the transaxle installation. Now, one of the main things that we will have to do is replace the seals on the excuse me, give me a sec. Replace the seals on the oil cooler so I can get all this stuff ready. These bolts, I don't know why I'm holding this one. Oh no, yeah. Do this, and then this is the oil cooler seal kit. Okay. And then I need a pick, or picks, plural. So all 3 picks. Try and get into some light. Probably here is fine. So we're getting our bolts, and I'll get the right tools off camera. We're getting our new oil cooler line. I got the transmission jack over here. So we're gonna pull in this big thing. This is a Porsche 944 turbo transaxle that was built specifically for a high power application. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what the right way is to go about the installation of this nightmare. So there's some O-rings inside here that I assume mate to this surface and this surface that are responsible for preventing the oil from leaking. And then there's these little hook things. Okay, so my understanding is the hooks go in the grooves, and then you use this big bolt to, wow, that bolt looks way too long. It looks way too long. This hook maybe go back here? No? It's gotta go in this groove, right? I think these bolts are the wrong bolts. Pack list, rubber O-ring, and doesn't say, or it's in the different language. Okay, so my best guess is this O-ring is meant to go and replace the one that's inside of here. That's definitely the way it seems. So I got to get these old O-rings out because, I mean, they've got 70,000 miles on them. This is an oil pump, basically, and it pumps the gear oil through this ridiculous cooler, which I wish I didn't have to have, but since the pump's already in here, I can't do anything about it. I have to have it. So what's confusing is, like, so this looks right. Like, this has, you know, whatever room I think I need to put this on. However, this one doesn't look right because the threads come all the way up to here, right? Which would mean that this screw is wrong, but I'm not sure what I should replace it with. It's a little confusing, so or why there's so many frickin' washers. That also doesn't really make sense. Anyway, so I gotta get this O-ring out, and then I somehow have to get the new O-ring in without accidentally putting it down into the transaxle, and same for getting the old O-ring out. So the old O-ring is pretty badly dry rotted. I mean, it's not in good condition, and you can tell it's heat warped from age, but it's the same size as the new one. So the new one, there's already plenty of grease. We have to get in without losing it or cutting it or, you know, any of the other, oh boy, you know, 10,000 things that could go wrong while trying to put an O-ring into an internal groove like this. So we are hopefully okay. O-rings in, get a little oil rubbed on it so that it doesn't nick or cut when we install this later on. We'll probably flush out the transaxle with some cheap gear oil to make absolutely sure all the garbage is gone before we go and try and do anything else. Also, I gotta hook up some connectors for this reverse sensor before I install it. I mean, I guess I could come up to the side and plug them in, but it'd be, I'll do them later. Okay, so O-ring one in. Now we gotta go back here, get this old O-ring out. Okay, so old O-ring out. Now we gotta get the new one in without losing it inside the transaxle, because that would be extremely bad. So I'm kind of holding it in the groove with one finger and working it around the edges with the others. It should carefully, yep, okay. So it's in. That went way better than I expected. You guys probably can't see anything, but anyway, I'm gonna rub oil all around it. Okay, then I'm gonna clean off this surface because this surface is filthy. This surface probably helps prevent oil leak. Okay, same here, clean that. Probably would help if I got a towel, a lint-free towel, of course. So, again, I'm just cleaning this off. Okay, and then it's actually okay. So the theory behind how this works, which is questionable, is that it goes in like this. Like that. And then this part is supposed to go in there, and then this here, I think attaches right there. It looks like it's a little off. I'm not sure how to, because I think I have to undo this bolt on this case and then replace it with this longer bolt. Not sure on that, honestly. And then this obviously is wrong, so, but the premise should be you would think this would have to go under, yeah, under like that. And so then you put this bolt in the back, okay? And then you would put these bolts in. But I don't want this hanging off the side of the transaxle while I'm trying to install it in the car. I think that's a mistake because you could potentially mess this up and tear it up or whatever. So we're gonna keep all this stuff, even though I think some of it's wrong. We're gonna keep all of this stuff safe. I might even be able to use this bolt in here. They look like they're the same size. Yeah, that might be, I might be able to swap that with that and that to that. But I thought I had a nicer, I had a nicer one of these. Not that it matters. I'd actually, technically, I would need to, this would have to go with the, oh yeah, that would have to go with the old transaxle. But anyway, so pull this back out carefully so we don't mess up our new O-ring, which isn't cooperating. Probably have to make sure I grease the shit out of that before I try to put it in. I actually ordered some cheap gear oil to lubricate the wires on the lift, or the cables on the lift. Supposedly you're technically, I guess, supposed to get some oil on this, and this. I mean, it makes sense. And then I ordered some white lithium to grease these slide blocks. Yeah, so that'll be an interesting little excursion, I could say. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but okay. So, man, I thought I had more to do than that. I'm trying to think. I want to get this, oh yeah, this off to the side. I do want to get the coupler installed, which is, it's a giant green looking thing. It should be, oh, there it is. So this needs to be greased up with some anti-seize, and it needs to be put on this. It has to slide it way down here like this in order to get it out of the way of what we're doing here, which is we're going to be installing, wow, is it me or is this shaft not the right? Oh shit. Because that hole is supposed to line up with this. What the fuck? Oh, okay, sorry. There's a big inspection hole over there. Okay. Anyway, I need anti-seize, which I put away, of course, because I cleaned everything up. So what did I do with it? Shit. Oh, yep. Sorry. Yep. It's right here. Okay. So we are going to gonna grease that up. Not too much. And then, I mean, the problem is if this thing seizes on the shaft, then you're screwed. I mean, if it flings this stuff everywhere, it's not gonna matter because there's no clutch back here. So the last thing you want is this shit to seize up. That would not be good. So now this goes on either direction. It doesn't really matter. So you just slide it down all the way like that. And then you just leave it there and hope it kind of, sticks and stays there while you're installing the transaxle. One of the other things we can do is a preparation item. Let's see, first of all, I can throw these old O-rings away and then get those. We can disconnect our shift lever because I connected it just to keep it safe, but you're actually not supposed to connect it until after the transaxle's in. So that's why I got this here. So what we got to do, and we'll probably have to adjust it anyway, is we've got C-clips on both sides. So we're gonna pull those C-clips off, and we're just gonna use a screwdriver for that. No big secret there. Probably this one. Okay, obviously not lose it. This one we can just... Ooh, there's an O-ring on there. Okay, I did not remember that. I have to be careful. I guess the O-ring is to keep the grease. I'll have to make sure to go and re-grease it because it looks like the grease is already kind of worn off somehow. Okay, so then what you do is you disconnect it and you pull this. Damn. As far forward as it'll go. Which I don't think that's enough. Let me check. Thought you're supposed to be able to... Yeah, that's not anywhere close to enough. Shit. Trying to remember. I know I did it when I took the transaxle out. I think this new piece of foam is just causing problems. I don't want to rip the brand new foam though. Come on. Man, it's just not going. Is that as far as she goes and I just have to deal with it or what? I go back and look at my own damn video, I guess, but I thought it went farther than that. It sure doesn't want to go any farther, so I'm just going to leave it there. Still have to redo all my brake lines. Okay. Yeah, because you're gonna have to, you have to like come in at an angle and come up so you can clear this god-awful nightmare back here. This heat shield's still on the gas tank, that's good. Heat shield for the muffler is missing. I don't know how we're gonna deal with that. Yeah, I'm not sure. The exhaust shop's gonna have quite a bit of work cut out for them to get this exhaust made. They're not gonna like me because the exhaust is gonna have to come through here. The muffler will have to sit here, and they'll have to build a heat shield for the gas tank, of course. Probably a pretty thick one at that. Actually, is this supposed to go? This might actually supposed to go. No, it couldn't go on that side because all this is in the way, right? Ooh, why is that? Yeah, exhaust will have to come this way, fit a muffler in here somehow, and then somehow get the exhaust pipe to where it's not going to get crushed by the bumper, which means either going up into the actual bumper itself or building like a little cage around it. Maybe that might actually be smarter, to build like a little roll hoop around the exhaust. Let's see what else. What was I doing? Right. This was supposed to be trying to get. This doesn't want to come out of the way, so I'm thinking that's the best we're gonna get out of it, which sucks because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because it goes all the way down onto here, and you can see there's a very small hole to like get everything lined up. Luckily, I don't need to use this speed sensor. Oh, that's the other thing. Shit. I wanted to clean this up a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. Do I have a file? I do. I don't know if it's gonna cut. It's aluminum. It should cut. I want it to be flush with that. It's almost there. Pretty much. Okay. I'm gonna call that pretty damn good. Then double check this angle. That angle's perfect. Okay. All right. You can see we had to make some repairs because this one was in a wreck. So they built a 500 horsepower turbo race car, and it wrecked on the first corner of the first race. So there was some small damage to the mounting point, but my hope, well, I mean, they told me that the transmission itself, and you can hear it, it's quiet, is in good condition. So I think that's it for today. And you guys probably like, what? This video sucks. Yeah, but that's life. Life sucks, so get used to it. Alright, I'm sick of working for today. I will catch you guys next time.